Let's do it. The Dalaran Heist, man. I had a little bit of experience. I played through it on the super accounts in the event.
A splendid floating city of magic. I think we will take it.
Think I will take it. Hey, out the first chapter. Unlock.
For this plan to work, we must each do our part.
They make you sit through all the dialogue. The chapter is on us. Enjoy. Thank you.
The Bank of Dalaran.
I never actually got to do what this. That's locked for now. Oh, this just telling you the rewards. The anomaly mode looked kind of cool, but I never got to push it because we weren't supposed to do that during the competition. I'm interested to see what it is.
We have recruited an elite band of disenfranchised.
Oh my gosh.
Each have their own.
Oh, I can only play Mage? Mage is OP though.
As we plunder the riches.
The second hero power from Mage was so nutty at the event. It's just an innervate. It's so crazy. And then there's so many synergies that you can get with it. Like this plus Caldera Drake gets super crazy.
You will begin with a modest deck. The rest of our cards.
For Mage, it's just defeat bosses. For Hunter, it was like play secrets to unlock the secret deck and stuff like that. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs in the content.
Dalaran will rise against us. Play dirty. Defeat them.
Alright, first boss. Swap the left nose card in each player's hand with one in their deck. So, you don't let a card go to the left hand or left side of your hand if you want to play it later. Essentially. Try to avoid that.
Rock and Issue versus Murray.
Give up your treasures. Another busy day. Next in line.
Two drop on the far right side. Should be able to play it in time. Or two, right?
Adventurous. But nobody is wanting us to be.
Yeah, don't care about that. I want to play this one.
Sorry.
More so than this one, just because of the position of my hand in the hero power. Because this gets thrown away, then this gets thrown away, so... I guess it doesn't matter, they shift over.
No cutting.
I want to play whichever one's here, so it doesn't get thrown away. I want this polymorph. Screw that. I'm going face. I guess I could have went Sorcerer's Apprentice, trade the chest, coin polymorph this guy. But you could play a 5-drop and that's spooky. Hello, General Chaos _24. How you doing, man? I think you're my only viewer right now.
You'll have to get back in line for this. Sorry.
Firebat, you're early today. This is late. I've just been super late consistently. So I'm earlier than how I usually am because I'm back home. But generally I try and start earlier than this. But my flight was kind of crazy. I didn't get home till 4 a.m. yesterday. And deck submission for Grandmasters was due at 7 a.m. So that was a bit of a trip. And now I am... Then I slept for 12 hours and then started streaming. Alright, let's see here. Minions at +1/+1 is generally pretty broken. Cloak of Invisibility is also really good because you can stick synergy related things. Like Inspire things with Mage can be really strong with Cloak of Invisibility. Recycling's not bad, but it's usually better later on after you figured out some way how you're killing them and then you just need to survive. But I think Captured Flag is probably the highest of these. Cloak of Invisibility, if we already had Inspire stuff going, sure, but...
With each
The double Yogg.
organization grows in power. Choose
Oh my god.
wisely to enhance your deck.
Well, cycling through your deck is really powerful when all of your minions have bonuses on them. So, like, multicast, I think, is the best one. Legends is the funniest one because you get 2 Yogs. And this one's, like, the most endgame oriented, right? It doesn't use my bonus of +1/+1 to everything that well. And we can't use Open the Waygate immediately that well, but eventually it might become the powerfulest. So I'm going to take multicast. Just because I think it uses our artifact the best.
More difficult as we progress.
So we can get a bunch of minions and play them on the field, all with plus stats. Unfortunately, Mage doesn't have great ways of adding things to their deck, so we could get exhausted with strategies like this.
Issue versus a willow.
Give up your treasures!
What are you doing in my shop?
Show me the 1-drop. Use a clap.
Best seats ever.
Pretty sure I just ping. Next turn I can go Sorcerer's Apprentice plus Flame Geyser if I want to. Ooh.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Nailed it. Give my minion more health. I could save it for removal. Probably be responsible with it. Have to say, you're easily in the top 16 best players of Hearthstone GMNA. Thanks, man. There's only 16 players. No, I don't know. I've been feeling, I feel like I'm doing fine in Hearthstone. Like, I feel like my play skill is pretty good. I got second in a tournament recently. But they've been doing a lot of fantasy GM drafts. And I have been, towards the bottom of the picks. I think I was like 7th or 8th picked every time for the GM drafts. Or 7th, 8th last picked. I'm sorry. So like pick number 43 of 48 is kind of where I'm landing.
Issue versus Zoe.
So I guess I have a lot to prove. I don't know. I'm scared to say anything about the Grandmaster League because I don't want to get fined.
Interrupted my heat.
There's a lot of rules and they're hard to understand. They're like really long and they take them very seriously. So there's only certain information I'm allowed to say. Like, I don't know if we're allowed to talk about decks yet or anything, even though technically they're known between the Grandmasters. So I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to avoid talking about Grandmaster as a whole, so I don't get in trouble. It's not a good approach, right, I guess? But I don't know. What am I going to do?
All patched up. In the light's name. Someday I'll be just like you! Just a few scratches.
I don't really need more cards. I got a good curve going on. I don't want to give him cards. I think I'm okay with this. And maybe we'll research project if we need it, but I got 4, 5 into 6 right now. Let's go.
Is someone
I'm not worried. One class spell to kill something. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can. It's still recast. Bum, bum, bum. Technically, that works to kill something. I might freeze one of my own minions, though. I think I'll just trade this off and get the second spell.
Aw, look at this novice.
Let's negotiate.
I hope you didn't feel bullied at the event yesterday. No, this is just fun. I think a lot of this mode is pretty RNG heavy, and a lot of players were losing a similar amount as I was. It's just the timing of your losses that really killed you in that format. It's like if you lost like pretty early on, it was fine, or if you lost in certain segments where you had more time, it was fine. But if you lost it, it prevented you from finishing the segment by like 5 seconds, which is what my loss ended up doing. It really hurts you because it sets you back. They had like systems in place for like the challenges and bonuses that they made it so if you lost, not only did you have to restart from the beginning, but you also no longer get the bonus. So whoever's winning gets further ahead, sort of things. So I don't know. There was like a lot of weird snowball mechanics. All right, these are not great treasures, but this has +1/+1. This is also just fully immune, but it still dies to like brawls, deadly shots, things of that nature. So I think Grimmer Patron is a stronger selection. But fully immune is kind of cool. So we have +1/+1, so that means things that create lots of minions is pretty good. So that makes me want to go with the summoning package here. These are also good. These create 2 minions, right? Sneed's Shredder, though, is kind of like iffy. But Piloted Shredder's insane with +1/+1, because each half gets +1/+1. But Conjure's Calling's broken. Molten Reflection can be quite good with Sorcerer's Apprentices and such. And, like, allows me to have more potential going forward for wacky stuff. This kind of pigeonholes me into, like, mech stuff. And then Faceless Summoner is crazy good with +1/+1. And Conjures. I think a Summoning is the pick. Secrets is pretty iffy. That's for, like, hyper control sort of stuff. Like, and then these are like the same things, but I feel like this one has less potential than this one has. And they're around the same power level for now. The ring is good? Nah. Turn 9's far away, dude. Most of the games are decided by like the tempo on the board before that. The ring's like mediocre at best. 9's a lot of mana. What's up, Firebat? Been watching you for a year or so, but now just got into your stream. Well, prepare to be disappointed, sir. Have you come in with low expectations, then that means I don't have to do that good of a job, and it's better, right? Easy. Fairy Dragon doesn't have canopy targeted. Game's bugged. So Ragnaroses are sweet. This is a friendly minion, I get rid of it. All of these minions are fantastic. I don't think I want to do that. Give a minion +2/+2. Giving early minions +2/+2 is really strong. It's like getting like a super Fairy Dragon is good. Giving things that you want to stick +2/+2 is good. We always recruit this Ragnaros, right? I could get another Sylvanas. That's not bad either. What's more broken? Probably Rag. Because you get mana discounts later on in the run. And so with those mana discounts, the Rags can be really good. And I think I want to just buff my early minion. Just try and have more consistency of getting on the board early. Trying to snowball it. Mm-hmm.
Rakandishu versus Dag.
Give up your treasures!
You are not long for this world.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's keep our broken artifact crazy legendary card. One of the benefits of having some that are not like super expensive, like the ring, is if it's in your deck, like you would mulligan the ring here, right? a lot of these bosses have mind vision, or not mind visions, they have thought steal and devour mind. And I lost a run to, I had the ring in my deck, and they devour minded my ring twice. So they had 2 rings, and that made it very difficult to win. So you gotta be careful with some of the artifacts. Because if they take them and use them against you, let me tell you, it's not a good time. And in my experience, then Korra makes fun of you on a stage in front of a couple thousand people. So, you don't want to take the ring, I don't think. I switched to a streaming room? No, this isn't a streaming room per se. This is the same room with a giant green screen thing. I don't have anywhere else to put it. And it's for Grandmasters. They sent us all one. I don't know what it is about tournament organizers, but they really want your background to be clean. And the only way they can guarantee the background to be clean of streamers and broadcasters is to force companies to send them green screens. So it's very common.
Someday I'll be just like you.
How'd I feel the Dalaran event went? I thought it was really fun. I looked at Reddit after the event and I was like, wow, people were kind of nuts about it. I didn't actually watch it, so I didn't get to experience the camera switching that everyone was griping about. But like people were salty about the points and stuff like that and yada yada. You know, obviously it'd be better if they nailed all the points and stuff. But I think the purpose of the event was more to be laid back, casual, and fun. You know, and I thought it was. I thought they accomplished that pretty well. But they got a lot of hate, and the reason why I think they got a lot of hate is because before the broadcast even started, a lot of the community members were like, "I'm gonna hate this because I don't want to spoil the PvE content before I buy it." And then there's like already that bandwagon and that mentality was kind of built up prior to the event starting. And when that happens, you know, people don't change their mind. People just get their first impression and then they just dig in deeper to it. It's the internet, you know, that's how that works. Alright, what are we doing here? These are bad. These are pretty bad. These are pretty bad. So we got nothing that works with anything. And when nothing works with anything, you probably just take a burn because it's pretty good. These cards are like just better. This card's spicy, but like we don't have hero power synergy stuff at all. Like we can try and build towards it, or we can take like pretty good cards and then hope we find more pretty good cards. These pretty good cards. Tempo plus burn equals them dead. It's the damage plus damage combo.
It was nightmare. Loots that loot bag.
Yeah, I think that what happened there was like because they hired like an outside production group, not Blizzard production, and I don't think the camera switch guy knew how to play Hearthstone very well. So I don't think he knew what the exciting moments were.
Rock an issue.
But
That's gold.
yeah, that's a problem often in production. Gotta get the production people that know the game they're producing.
Full of them.
I don't know. But being at the event was really fun, and they took really good care of us, and it was awesome. It was one of the better experiences I've had traveling to an event. Because sometimes it's like a real bummer traveling to events where. But travel and everything was smooth. The hotel was nice. The to and from the event was nice. The people I interacted with all were, you know, great people. I had a good time.
Bring it on.
Whenever you take damage, you add a coin. Well, let's not hit him then.
Round up the lads! One for the boss, two for me.
Hmm. At least we're hitting him for 8. I don't want to trade with these guys because they copy and they keep their health total at what it is. So if I trade, I get 2 4-2s. So if I don't have to trade, I guess I get to trade it and healed. I missed 4 face damage. That's be fun. He's never going to flame strike me, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. He never flame strikes me here. Yeah, this is a little greedy. I probably didn't even have to play that. I have enough cards to reload anyway. Yeah, they had a streaming setup, which was really cool. That was the first time I've ever been to an event where they had a streaming setup like ready for you in your hotel. They almost got everything perfect. It's like impossible to get everything perfect with a streaming setup. Even at your house, it's a pain in the ass. But like, I can't imagine trying to get everything right on the go. And unfortunately, the microphone was the webcam microphone. But still, A for effort. It was amazing.
Let's stash that away.
Built an aggro version of Bomb Warrior. I don't know if I can play that. I'm in the solo adventure. So I might have to wait. I actually am super swamped right now. I want to do this solo adventure thing because they gave me a code where if people buy the solo adventure with my code, I get 5% of the profits from that. So it's like, all right, I want to share the solo adventure out there before everyone else does it, so maybe I can cash in on that a little bit. And then at the same time, I have Grandmasters happening tomorrow. And then at the same time, I have Deck Doctor due at the end of the day. And I just got back at 4 in the morning today. So I got a lot of stuff I got to catch up on. I'm super swamped and stressed. Might not seem like it. I'm gonna take. I took the scepter, even though I don't have too many big things. It's just so powerful if it hits any of these things. And with Aluneth, it can be really, really strong. And then I'm gonna take more big things to go with my scepter of big things. Which big thing? Not the big bad Archmage. Probably more just Twitch stuff.
Oh, my wretched hive ability. Very cozy.
So yeah, and for GM, I have to learn some decks that I'm quite unfamiliar with. In matchup, the most time-consuming matchup out there. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you what decks I'm bringing yet, but it is the most time-consuming matchup that I have to try and practice. So you can kind of imagine. Don't tell anyone I said that though, because I don't want to get fined. Add 3 copies of it to your adventure deck. This is spicy with my +1/+1. Increasing your health's never too bad. Fill the tavern with new minions. Get rid of something. Sneeds only cost 5, so like right now Sneeds is great. Choose an enemy and add it to my deck. I don't want any of those. Those are... Well, this one... The mirror images are +1/+1 as well. So like this card's actually sick. So I think I would add this to my deck. And what's this one? Adding 3 copies. I want more 5-mana piloted needed shredders. A bunch of 5-mana faceless summoners is pretty good with +1/+1. I don't think I do though. I think I just take 5 health.
You must be hungry.
Messenger Raven's not great.
Get him out of here.
Like it's not bad, but it's not good. I guess I could have done this first to look for something better. Let's see if I misplayed. I don't know. Messenger Raven's pretty mediocre stat-wise. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. All right, good. Correct choices were made. Oh, could have got another Ragnaros if I waited to recruit.
Soon now.
But mirror image with +1/+1's so sick. You can find all the GM decks on the Blizzard website. Can you? They're all out there? Alright. Well, I have to practice Warrior versus Warrior. Which is time consuming. I haven't played a lot of Warrior Mirrors this expansion, so. I actually really low rolled in the decks. 13 people brought Warrior. I was one of the Warriors. And there's one guy in the whole tournament brought Hunter. And that's my opponent. One guy targeted Warrior, and I got that guy. Did you trust that guy blindly? No, he said stuff that he could only know if he's seen the deck list. That there's 13 Warriors. Easy. So he has to know. By process of elimination, right? Unless he's one of the GMs, he's just sick baiting me right now. So I got the one Hunter, and then I have the one Mechathune Warrior. So I don't know how my opponents knew I was going to play Warrior. Because I've played 0 Warrior this entire expansion. 0. And so I was like, I'll bring Warrior, and no one will know. Everyone thinks I'm going to play Rogue. And I verse Mechathune Warrior and Hunter. It's like, come on, bro. But I still have a chance. I have a plan. Because I like pseudo prepared for this. It involves like winning game 1 and then kind of going from there. Because I think at game 1 I have a chance, and then after that it's like the game 2 sort of shenanigans when they get to put their full force anti-warrior techs in are not great for me. Hide my plan? Well, no, my plan is in the deck building. You can't really hide it. Let's just do this. Kill something? Sure. I'd rather kill a 4-2 than anything. Honestly, I have too many of these guys. Six eights are big. This patron thing is so busted, dude. Bum, bum, bum. More 6-8s. Bum, 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 bum. How do I think Nomi Priest is going to do? No one brought Nomi Priest. I think Nomi Priest would have done super poorly in this instance. Do I have lethal somehow? This 4, then I have... I've traded 10, so I have 22, so 23, so I'm 1 damage off lethal here, guys. No, I get lethal with the research project. Okay. Oh, someone did bring no Pavel into you? In Americas, it would have got slaughtered. I haven't had time to look at EU deck list. It's kind of just like an area where it's like, alright, I got too much shit to do. I'm not focusing on that. You know? I just put that out of my mind. Alright, these all cost 5. Let's do it. So... I don't know, Nomi in Americas would have done terrible because there's a bunch of warriors with bomb cards. I think Nomi's plan is so linear that if it's anticipated and they think it's going to be a thing, they can put 5 cards in and beat it quite easily. So, yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting Nomi Priest in Americas, for example, and have a plan for it. Or Nomi-related stuff. But I haven't looked at EU yet. I don't know if they have the bomb cards in there or anything like that. But I was too scared to bring Nomi Priest. I thought for sure it would be countered. Turns out I was right. Have a lucky? It's fine. The coins are okay. You can get a Baron or something out next turn. Help me to summon, give a +1 attack. He's gonna aggro me down? Alright, we need to get the value chunker out there. Actually, Ronin might be good. Next turn, I don't have a play, right? Unless Ronin dies. I don't think he ever trades Sneasel Shredder. He's probably not going to trade this Ronin either.
None see the lotus.
Oh, jeez. Hit it, hit it. Yes. That's lucky. Ooh. Can I out-control this? Like, trade here, missiles, kill that. I don't think I ever win this face race, so I think we have to be defensive here and try and run him out of gas. Come on, man! Wait, trades? What? He just abandons the face plan all of a sudden? That's convenient. I thought I was screwed. Does he get the buff? He doesn't, right? Yeah, so I just get favorable trades and protect my guy this way. What is Nomi Priest Specialist strategy? Nomi Priest Specialist strategy is they swap in, what's it called? The Death Rattle adds spells you've cast onto it guy? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe? They add that guy. Test subject, yeah, they add test subject and then they just create a test subject loop. So they can make infinite Nomis eventually at the end. Or, you know, infinite seances given enough time. That they can exhaust warrior that tries to remove it that way. But the issue is, Nomi Priest doesn't have an answer for plans that choose to ignore the Nomi and kill them instead. With bombs or other such effects. Nailed it. I'm a little scared of this, like, mirror entity. Got duplicate effigy, ice block, spellbender, or splitting image. That's my thoughts on Secret Hunter right now. Seems like an alright ladder deck. I don't know, I haven't played too much of it. I've been just traveling, doing single player content the last few days. So I've been super casual. But I've seen people putting up good results with it. Probably not bad. We always kill it. We never kill it.
Come, try your luck.
Oh, now we're giving us Sonya value.
Enter the shadows.
Rugadar, if you're... I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. If you're looking for specialist deck lists of any kind, including specialist Nomi Priest, I'd recommend checking out EA Tiers Hearthstone /.com/specialist.
Join me.
It'll have, what do you want? Here, let me see if I pull it up for you. It's yaytiers.com, not yaytiers.hearthstone. So, like, check this out. This website, it's not /special, it's /battlefy. There we go. And then you see all here, we have Masters qualifiers of every region, all of them. And then you just press Dex. And then there should be someone in one of these playing Priest at some point. Priest kind of fell off. Rogue Warrior Mage. Hey, Shaman. Win 1 and 3. Yeah, maybe go back down a little more to find the priest. But since the bomb warriors, ooh, that one got too old. Since the bomb warriors, the priest really fallen off. But I'm for sure. Oh, here's a priest. You can't see the deck list of people that didn't make it to top 8. Well, you can't see the deck list if it's too old either. They delete them. You gotta be watching it, I guess. Shoot. Oh my gosh, they start deleting these faster. Can't see the deck list of anyone now? Or do we click here to see it? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, I'm dumb. Let me go back to that other one with the priest guy. Click the wrong button. No, it's a really easy site to use. I'm just going fast. Where's that priest? There we go. Nomi priest guy. So he adds test subject to Vivid Nightmare Witchwood Pipers to then try and make the infinite Nomis versus control. And then against Mage he adds Shadow or Death Double Mass Hysteria. And he went 4 and 4. Priest used to be the business when everyone was doing Rogue, and it was fantastic. But now a lot of people have been doing what a lot of the Grandmasters are copying now as well, which has been the Warriors. Let's see. Main deck bomb cards. And these bomb cards just absolutely destroy you as Nomi Priest. I think there was like a tournament a little while ago where Nomi Priest had 7% win rate versus Bomb Warrior. So they just let you do your whole plan and then they throw a bunch of bombs on you and you die. So the meta has shifted from the Nomi Priest. So now everyone's doing Warrior and GM, right? So now, since everyone's doing Warrior and GM, then the next tournament everyone's going to do things that counter Warrior, which means all of a sudden Nomi Priest is probably okay again. So it's cyclic, right? You're playing a big game of rock, paper, scissors. You play a card this turn, replay it, target's chosen randomly. Any cards. We could just 0 mana replay one of our, like a Ragnaros, right? We probably want this, though. Like, this one's kind of cool, but this kills everything 1, 2, 3 times, and if we pair it with some spell damage, it gets really spicy. Or with Archmage Fargoth. This one's kind of cool, but their decks are pretty thick. We want something that influences the board. So we're going to take the Legends again, because they all cost 5. Final boss. Summon a minion for your opponent's deck. When it dies, give it back.
Rock and Issue versus Queen Wagtoggle.
Give up your treasures!
A tolerable candle flame. And it talk?
Ragnaros probably not worth a keep, right? I don't know. I was kind of tempted because maybe he summons it against me. That's one of the disadvantages of going for them big mana cheat strats is you can get high rolled by them just 3 mana summoning a Ragnaros on your face.
Is good.
Not a Ragnaros.
This is not being worth my time.
Woo! Pretty good. 5-4. Not bad. We're chilling. We can beat that.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I'm so lucky.
Like
He got garbage, dude.
Chinese.
Replicating patrons.
He's from Royal Vault. You sure you is wanting that one back?
That should be good. We made it out of the early game without getting high rolled, so
Ta-ta!
I think overall that's pretty beneficial for us. We don't have a lot of great defensive tools, which is a little scary. We took 5 health earlier. I think it was pretty clever.
I usually work alone.
Stop kidnapping all my stuff. Eight eight or 6-8? Probably 8-8. Still better. Battle chest. So he's gonna try and like kill this by vanishing it.
Look! You shinies! I usually work alone.
Mm-hmm.
The might of Dalaran has arrived.
Easy clap.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Mm-hmm. 25 damage, but no lethal. Mm-hmm.
I have no time for games.
I want to get this off the field. It's kind of done its job, right? We'll just replace it. I think that's better than trading in the Ronin. Stat-wise. Alright, I got 25 damage.
There once was a
2 burst from the Geddon, 1 burst from the ping. He did.
behold.
Let none survive.
Alright. Boom! Yeah, I can link it to you, man. No worries. You gotta just go to this website and push the Battlefly button. Or here, I'll even send you the link with the Battlefly button already pushed. It's kind of nice. It's also got a tool to check to see if your deck list is valid in the specialist format, which is kind of nice. So you can double check. Because if it's not valid in the specialist format, I'm pretty sure there's some absurd fine and you get kicked out of the tournament and stuff. So don't accidentally submit invalid deck list by 1 card.
Happening elsewhere in the city.
They're, like, Hearthstone Esports is super crazy strict right now. It's actually absurd. It's just the same 3 or 4 classes over and over? Yeah, Specialist is going to continue to be the same class 3 or 4 classes over and over forever. It's just how it works. Wait a minute. I need to do something right here. Didn't do this yet. Going to Firebat. Wait, no, I'm going to tiny.cc/Firebat. Buying the adventure, man. I get 5% of what I spend here on this link. Easy. I'm rich now. Mm-hmm. Alright. I don't have access to it. Oh, does it not unlock yet? I just took me the option to buy it. I just bought it. Oh, you gotta restart? Okay. They just stole my money! Yep,
Gather round, everyone. The fun's about to start.
Zale Shadowcloak. Somebody's asking if we could disenchant it, so let's check. No, you can't disenchant it. So many warrior decks. I built like 3 different warrior specialist lineups. Fibonacci was helping me. The warrior god helped me build my lineup. So I have to win, right? Oh. And Greg. Greg's another guy. Is he online? Not online. Greg's another guy that only plays warrior. I had 2 only guys that only play warrior help me with my lineup. So it's gotta be sick. Chapter 2.
We may have accidentally released
Oh, we unlocked super random mode.
with random effects. Some good, others.
I hate how long the dialogue should be skippable. That's my biggest complaint. I hate unskippable dialogue. Gain a random effect for this run. At the start of each player's turn, that player draws until they have 5 cards. Let's do it. Should I just keep playing mage, or should I try and earn the other stuff? I just keep going through mage, I guess. I still only have... I need to do like a lot of stuff to earn all the other hero powers. We'll start earning the elemental stuff.
Now this little one shows.
You know, 1 damage combo do 2. Yeah.
Rock an issue.
What's up?
Lindsay.
No, I didn't go to bed till 5 in the morning, so I didn't wake up till recently.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta do Deck Doctor after this, and then I have Grandmasters tomorrow in the morning. I have to practice.
Your haircut looks nice.
Yeah, I got a haircut on the fly.
Why?
Yeah, I wasn't on the plane, but like at the
No,
airport.
that's exactly what you made it sound like.
Yeah.
You're like, I need a haircut now when someone was like, I can cut hair.
No. Yeah. Well, last time I didn't have a haircut, they said some guy on Twitter said I looked like a homeless person and looked like a drunk, unprofessional, homeless slob. I think was with
What
the
does that guy
terminology.
look like?
He didn't look great. Now that I think, I never thought about it, but now I think about it.
Okay. We'll go for a walk later. Like 80 degrees out, it's beautiful.
If by later you mean tomorrow.
I mean, like, later today?
Okay.
It's time for a little blood.
Nathan the Samosa just subscribed. Welcome to the Becky Team Ding Man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here.
Who you want me killed?
Alright, taking the nice VT, charge up my guy. Let's go.
This is gonna sting forever.
Having all the things on the wall behind me. Grandmasters makes us have this giant green screen, and I don't have anywhere else to put it, so I leave it here. It's really big. I don't know. I don't know, like, what am I doing? Just put this in my kitchen? And I can't just, like, take it apart and rebuild it every day. Or, like, once a week for Grandmasters, you know?
This is our time.
So,
With the cutty chop.
it's just, that's just gonna be there now until Grandmasters is over. Also, I'm not sure that I have a quality enough camera to do the green screen stuff, so it may not even work, but maybe. So you have to remember, I'm doing it with the anomaly mode. So at the start of every game, everyone draws until they have 5 cards in their hand. So like small backpacks would do nothing if that was one of the things. All of these seem terrible. Maybe first aid kit's the best. We can like VT and trade up with big things. The end of your turn, randomized. Oh my god. That sounds terrible. This sounds bad. I want to pick first aid. Those are some bad treasures, dude. Bad treasures. Like this, the first aid thing will just net like a lot of life throughout the course of the game. Yeah, let's just start going big right away. The other ones I think could potentially just lose on boss 2 or 3 because we have too low value stuff.
Rakanishu versus Hesutu.
Give up your treasures!
You do not belong here.
Pretty good curve. I'm into it. Come on. Did I know this was my last name? Yo. How do you know what my last name was? My last name's not even real. My ancestors came over to America and they're like, this is your last name now. Only for this turn. It's probably not worth. But I better do this. This is permanent. In range seems bad with constant healing. Yeah, it does, but it's working for me. It's working for me.
You do not deserve her strength.
Just make my hero power do more face damage. It's sick. No, and range plus constant healing is kind of cool. I totally forgot halfway, like at the beginning, that I had the constant healing. Just reading chat. I mean, the early waves they're pretty easy. So you can be kind of greedy with your picks to prepare for the later waves usually. Superhero power stuff. Inspire can be really strong with mage. Big stuff is always really good. I think the Inspire stuff might actually just be the strongest here, though. Probably go big. It's one of these two. None of them are great, but none of them are bad, you know? I think you can make a case for any three of them. I just did the go big with all good stuff last run, so I'm gonna do Inspire stuff. I feel like getting inspired. Random spell that was cast this game. So, it could be my spell, so I could pollute his random spell pool. You can spam medium cost with the draw 5. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I think it's better to keep your curve a little bit lower since everybody starts the game with 5 cards.
The bad guys are here! This is gonna be great!
So that's why I was kind of afraid to take go big again. Otherwise you give a handful of clunkers and they spam it on the board really quick. So I'm like mid-rangey Inspire Mage. It's a bummer. I mean, it's good that I get a 1-drop. Yes. A different 1-drop, we draw more cards.
Starlight.
my second passive. I only have one passive, I think. It's just I'm playing in anomaly mode, which makes it so both players, you and the bosses, start the game with a passive. Because everyone draws up to 5 cards at the end of their turn.
You call that a
Alright, I have lethal if there's no counterspell. Or ice barrier or something, so check. I do not have lethal. Please don't blizzard me. Cool. What's the story behind the new room? It's the same room. It's the same room. I just, during the course of Grandmasters, I have to have a green screen. They sent us one, and it's here. Alright, so, here's an important thing. I don't like taking this treasure, even though it's super nutty, because they can devour mind and get it, or they can thought steal and get it, so they can use like your cards against you. And this one is a bummer if it gets used against you. So I like taking the low to the ground ones. Ooh, more inspired. I don't have the inspired like discounted hero power, but like this like leans into it harder. Definitely not trade secrets.
Don't start a fight.
Is the new single player content out? The new single player content is out, and if you buy it with my code from the link underneath the stream, I get 5% of the profits. So if you feel like giving me free money, and you're gonna buy it anyway, you can help me out. I'd appreciate it. Do you get 5% of my 700 gold? I do not, unfortunately. Discover a legendary is usually pretty bad. Gains +4/+4 would cost 2 more. Increasing my starting health. Getting rid of something. Or add all of them. Just never add all. All of these are pretty trash.
Maximum chaos.
I think I want to get rid of Spirit of the Dragonhawk. That one sucks. I want to increase my starting health. I don't want to recruit all of them because it's terrible. I could give... what? Make Firefly cost 2 more. 3 mana Firefly, that's just insane. I could do this. This one has a better health pool. Sure. This guy sticking around is kind of cool. It's probably worth it. Sophistic Ego just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. The Witch Kling just subscribed for 2 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you guys here. Yeah, Twitch Prime's another way to give me free money, huh? There's a lot of ways that I can get money for free. Feels good, man.
Give up your treasures. Are you crashing my portal party?
Add a random portal to your hand. It's like unstable portal and stuff like that.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Oh my god, we're gonna draw so many cards.
It's time for a little blow.
Only a fool rejects the Lich King.
I cast a
That kind of went poorly. I guess. I could have bumped, I guess, the Divine Shield first. Yeah, it's still okay. It would have healed itself anyway, so it's not really too much of a... Yeah, this is better, because it always heals itself. I forgot about the backpacks for a second. Or the healing medkit thing. I'm gonna draw some big cards. Like, this happens, and it just heals itself. The anti-synergy, PogChamp. But it has great synergy with this card. Mm-hmm.
Clear the path.
I'm not killing that 06.
Who you want me kill?
You toast.
I have a pretty limited time to kill him as this 1/6 is fatiguing me. I have 8 cards left.
Science over.
Uh-oh, that's a lot of spell damage. 15, 18.
Clear the path.
Who you want me kill?
You toast.
Ready to go. I also had overkill by like 6 of my hero power. More Inspire? I don't have the thing that works with the Fire Eater though. But like, these Inspire cards are not great. Like, so close to being able to do stuff with Inspire, but it's not quite there. I'll take it again. I have so many Inspired packages. I'm just like one good treasure away from making Inspire Mage beautiful.
Show him how it's done.
How much longer am I going to be streaming today? Until I'm done with the single player content. And then I'm going to end my stream and practice Control Warrior Mirrors and Control Warrior versus Bomb Hunter. And make Deck Doctor. I can't make Deck Doctor on stream, unfortunately. Otherwise I would do it. But I'm not allowed to. It needs to be YouTube exclusive content. There's a rule. So... Why in the stream for Control Warrior practice? Because I don't want to make you guys sit through Control Warrior practice. And because during practice I'm not going to be interacting with the chat or anything at all. It will upset people.
Keep some common pets around too.
I'm okay with this trade happening. Getting cards in my hand is kind of good because I will draw more with the artifact if I get less than 5, so I think aggressively developing is better. And sometimes they do weird stuff. It always kills it. Nice. When the people who didn't want to watch just leave? Yeah, but there's like there's like more depth to it than that a little bit. If you stream content that people don't want to watch, sometimes they leave and then never come back. So that's an issue, right? So generally, I believe it's good to stream content that people want to watch. And only that. Not sometimes stream content that people want to watch, and then sometimes stream other stuff. Because people leaving and then never coming back is bad for me. As a business.
Welcome to the show. This last act of sacrifice is mine.
So people would tune into my stream and then they'd be like, this guy just plays Control Warrior, doesn't interact with chat, I hate him, I'm never gonna watch him again. And then, you know, I'd prefer it if that didn't happen.
It's junk punk. Done.
Heal him up. Wow, top deck's his Dire Frenzy card. What a god. Dude, this guy's deck's crazy. I can't VT these things.
My calculations are flawless.
I see gold in your future. Done. It's junk, punk.
Heating up.
Okay.
Let's get moving.
That's fine. I don't care about that. Okay, we can start charging that, huh? Eventually, I'm gonna go Molten Reflection on my Darlin Aspirin and then Greater Arcane Missiles for 100.
And I know a
Heating up.
lot.
So we can just control the board and then do that. We got the combo.
Trivial.
It's gonna be sweet. So next turn, Greater Arcane Missiles with, I only have 2 spell damage. But pretty soon I can get a lot more. But 2 spell damage is already 12. With like all goes face, I have 24. Oh no, that's only 1 spell damage. It's 15. I need it to stick somehow though. I think we just do this, inspire it, and then reflect it. Or double inspire is probably just better, huh? This is better. Screw the Arcane Missiles plan. We'll just kill him this way. Bananas.
Trivial.
So, here's what you're wrong.
I could have value traded for the power of my thingy, but yeah. He's gonna focus the monkeys. We got him. It's a lot of spell damage. 6 damage Arcane Missiles.
I learn. Here's where you're wrong.
Elixir of Vile.
After you play a minion, shuffle 2 copies of it into your deck. They cost 1. Yo. I've never seen this before, but that seems really good with the drop to 5 every turn. And my low to the ground deck. And all of these inspire mechanics. Your spells cost health and stamina. That sucks. Captured flag's insane.
Are you getting home?
What's up?
Are you...
I ate a giant bucket of carrots, but if you got food, I wouldn't be opposed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make that fajita stuff.
Oh, the quinoa thing?
No, the other one.
Oh, okay, not the quinoa thing.
Yeah.
Alright, sure. Yeah, thanks. More Mukla's Champions. Or a bunch of 1 mana Archmage Antonituses. I think 1 mana, this stuff's better.
Dangerous types
Alright, Bob.
haunt these taverns. Our types.
Let me get another cup of coffee, too. Still waking up, it's morning for me. Woke up at 4:30. Boy.
Rakanishu, the scamp from the lab. You always brighten my day.
Maximum chaos.
Building green. Cool. Almost not even fit in the room. That room is almost too small for the green screen. They made us measure the room just to make sure we could fit the green screen in our streaming room.
Let's be bad
Choose an enemy minion and add it to your adventure deck. I took one of these out of my deck. I still don't think I want it. I don't want any of these. Yeah. Remove all friendlies. Choose a friendly minion. It always starts in your opening hand. Not great. Wow, these suck. Good 4 spells. Choose. I'm looking. I want to get rid of spells and play mainly minions, right?
Is something burning in here?
Scorch gone. That's good. I don't want these in my starting hand. I don't want any of these enemy minions in my deck.
That's a lot of food.
Do I want these minions in my deck? Yes. Okay.
Don't have to go home, but you can.
Opening hand, the frog. The frog costs 4 mana. 4 mana. I want 4 drops in my opening hand. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Why is it 4? Because he's kind of drunk. He got really powerful, but a little more expensive. We hit him with a barkeep spell earlier.
Rakadishu versus Nozari.
I want this Grimmer Patron in my starting hand every game, dude.
Protect Dalaran!
I saw the fire effect happen. I was like, did I just get Alex Strassad on turn 2? Because I looked away for a second. Holy smokes, that scared me. I was actually just terrified that Alex Strassad just came down. It's a similar looking effect. That's funny. So this actually has some anti-synergy. Playing any minion that doesn't synergize with the Inspire package has some anti-synergy. But it's okay. I never get fatigued, so I can always fatigue everybody, huh?
You are not.
Thanks. Oh, they don't get their stats set back down to low. Okay, never mind, this is insane. I thought surely their stats would go down. So I just have an infinite deck of 1-cost things that are nutty. What? How do I lose? That card, that artifact's insane! That treasure's so nutty. Get some 1-mana Mukla's champions. Yeah, that, I think that's the most busted treasure. Like, literally, as long as you don't get rushed down early, you just always win eventually. Because your whole deck is 1 mana everything. These are all 4s. I guess I should have kept another one of those around. For some reason I was like, board space is going to be a problem. I was like, it's not a problem if he's dead. $19... 23 damage? 24 with the ping on his face. Bum, bum, bum. Guard Llama just subscribed for 1 year. Welcome back to Team Dingman. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Is that a virus link in the title? No, that is a link to buy the new Dalaran Heist solo adventure. And if you buy it with that link, I get 5% of the profits. And it costs the exact same as if you buy it normally. So it's like you just donating me 5% of the profits. It's pretty cool. These for 1 mana sound good too. All of these seem insane. I'm gonna not take Inspired. The Inspired one sucks on this one. This... Yeah. Holy smokes. Reveal a minion from your deck, give it +2/+2, and put it on top.
Rakanishu versus Erakim.
Are there any rewards in this adventure? Each adventure wing, as you complete it, I believe, gives you 3 packs. You also get Zale. And I have played the adventure with Trump and Crip, and they both received giant teddy bear plushies. So, that could happen to you, potentially. Maybe. You get Zale and a giant teddy bear plushie.
We have vengeance, future, defeat, you.
Alright, so he's got a +2/+2 Acolyte on top of his deck. That hero is sick. My deck's kind of late game focused. I don't want to play this, actually. Playing that's like actively bad for me. Make use of my hero power here. Psh.
Hey, good tickets don't come cheap.
Why wouldn't he play the Acolyte?
Bring it on.
3 more of those in my deck. Let's hit it.
Round up the land.
The cold don't bother me, man.
Is the run today going to be better than the one on stream? Yo, at the event, I got so unlucky, dude. So unlucky. It wasn't even funny how unlucky I got.
Knowledge is power. And
Getting high rolled left and right. I've already won 1 run today. I'm 100% win rate on stream today. So... it's already going better.
To me, you will. Gone forever.
Was Patra actually unhappy? Yes, she was unhappy. She was very unhappy with how bad I was doing at solo adventure run. It's not my fault! I was trying my best, man. I was getting high rolled by crazy things. Like one game, like they just played Ragnaros in like turn 3, and I was like, alright, I can't do anything, and I died. Sometimes things happen in adventure run. That's a lot of spell damage.
knowledge
A
is
whole
power.
lot of spell damage.
Know a lot.
But I don't think I used it yet. I think I want to keep padding my deck.
The future is ours.
I learn. So, here's where you're wrong.
Take this VT though. No, my deck's getting like super inspiry strong. I'm hoping he kills my 4-5 with spell power or my 4-3 instead of my 3-5. Oof. Because my 3-5 can like really chain through this buff deck now.
Knowledge is power, and I
Behold
know a
the
lot.
tools of creation.
It's time for a little blow.
Behold the tools of creation.
Here's what you
Now I just need greater arcane missiles. 100 spell damage, greater arcane missiles.
Might hurt.
You think Patch was gonna pick you next time again? Well, you didn't. We didn't pick our partners. We were assigned partners. I think she was very upset that it was assigned me. Feels bad, man. Simple 14 just subscribed. Welcome to that K18 thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude.
knowledge is power, and I know a
Behold
lot.
the tools of creation.
But look, I'm crushing the runs this time.
Tools of creation.
Actually got good options, dude. So
I learn. So, here's where you're wrong.
Return to nothing.
like every turn I'm just doing this.
Arakoa rescue mission. I will silence their screams.
Behold the tools of creation.
I guess we just ping here. Wait, what am I doing? Why did I ping there? This is why I lose, man. It's not RNG. It's because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
So, here's where you're wrong.
Who you want me kill? Who you want me kill?
Whatever. I think this is fine. I want to make some board space anyway. I don't want his. I don't know. I think anything I did that turn still wins the game. But that's not a good attitude to have.
Behold the tools of creation.
I have lethal by a lot.
Behold
But I'm just going, man.
of creation.
Seeing what the deck has to offer.
Behold the tools
Oh my gosh,
of
another one?
creation.
So many bananas. Oh, banana. Look at how big those numbers got. This deck's insane. More patrons. Yes. These are not good. I don't want these in my deck, do I? I have to be careful because things that I add to my deck I draw a lot of times with my treasure now. But this is the final boss. What do I want for this final boss? I guess this is still the best. All three of those were pretty trash though. Final boss, man. If this was the Dalaran Heist solo adventure, I would lose. Like if it was the promo.
Kraken issue versus Maleficent Mana Storm.
Give up your treasures! I've been locked up for so long.
This is kind of good to have a bunch of them in my deck. I don't hate it. Cost 1. Nah. Screw it. How am I feeling in my chances at GM? I think I'm unfavored in all of my matchups, which is unlucky. I got kind of screwed. I brought Warrior, like everybody else. Everybody identified that Warrior was good, but my opponents are too clever. They identified that everyone is going to play Warrior, and they brought things to counter Warrior. So I have to beat Mechathune Warrior, and I have to beat Mech Hunter with Warrior. So it's an uphill battle. But it's not an impossible uphill battle. I was main decking like no Eternium Rovers. So like my main deck's already kind of... I was anticipating a lot more Mage. So like I have a second deck to beat Mage, and in order to make my second deck high enough win rate versus Mage, I took out some of the anti-rogue stuff that typically Warriors run in main deck. So my main deck is a bit more control-y than everyone else's main deck. So I think game 1 I can win. And then it's a best of 3, so then I have 2 tries at winning either game 2 or game 3. So even though I'm unfavored game 2 and game 3, I got 2 shots at it. So I think it's doable. But it's not great. I'm not gonna lie, it's not great, but it's doable. Would you ever bring Shivala Paladin? Probably not. I don't want a bunch of 1-mana water boys in my deck at the moment. I may want it later, once we find our cycle engine. But first I want to find the card draw engine. The problem with Shivala Paladin is its inability to kill Warrior if it runs any defensive tools, because 50 damage is just not enough. 1 mana 3/4 are decent. So I'm basically just sustaining with the self-heal while I channel my deck into something actually good, is the goal here. Ooh, nice. That's helpful for me. I don't want to kill that. It takes me a little while, but once this deck gets rolling, it's unstoppable. Because everything costs 1 mana, and I can power cycle through it with the 2/4, 3 mana, draw card, right hand thing. Apocryphos just subscribed. Welcome to the cave team thing. That's a 7/10. What the hell happened? Oh my god. That's a problem. Seven hero powers left, holy smokes. I'm preparing for the late game with that card. Okay. This turn only, so I can't set up Kodo Rider like that. Yeah, we might die before we get off the ground here. I don't have any card draw in my hand, so the thicker I make my deck is actually bad without any card draw. Until I hit that card draw, then it's insane. Killing this seems responsible right now, as it's going to heal his minions. I should have killed it first before I played the 2-1. Bit of an oopsie. Once we get a lot of spell power, guys. Yeah. So we go hero power, this guy hero power. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana we can clear on. So it's going to take a little while to be able to get to this clear point. Meanwhile, let's add some thick Kodo boys to our deck. So we're going to clear and then try and reload with Kodos is the idea. Yeah. Not drawing Stargazer Luna is not good for this deck. You're going to want to draw that. Oh, he used to turn 9 instead of waiting until turn 10. That's good. The amount of damage is mounting. 25.
No will think of the ramifications for playing me. It's not worth it.
I have a Ragnaros in my deck. If I can activate this by like frostbolting it to then try and do something with that. See what 8 drop we pull.
The icy winds of Northland will consume your soul.
Not great. I was hoping I'd get Ragnaros. This doesn't even count as dealing damage. Ah. I don't want to add those to my deck still. This is like a super low value top deck right now. Playing Millhouse. I'm too scared. It's probably gonna do something crazy. And I would add 3 Millhouses to my deck, guys. I can't add 3 Millhouses. I'm in peril right now. I'm dying. I can only do AoE for 4, by the way. I'm just gonna die.
Knowledge is power, and I know a lot. I learn.
What fools these mortals be!
I learn.
You get to draw an extra card too. Kinda good. Oh my god, a Mega Devastator. We just haven't got off the ground yet. It's too fast! Even with our 2 healing a turn. I need like 1 more AoE and I'm good. Yeah, I'm just dead. We had to kill the chicken because it deals damage to me.
Fools these mortals be! No! Stop! You left me to rot in that cell! How could you? There's nowhere you can hide from me, Millhouse! Hear me? Nowhere!
Well, that's what happens. Not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Major Zero just subscribed for 3 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Dude, it's just like the pre-release event.
Time to light the squirrels and get out of here!
Mega lol. The anomaly mode doesn't change. Oh yeah, it does. After a player casts 3 spells in a turn, that player summons a 5/5 dragon. Alright, so let's build a spell deck. We gotta... I think we earned the next mage thing, right? How have I still not earned anything? Oh my gosh. I wanna earn more things. Oh, here we go, burn. We can burn while making 5/5s. That's sick.
Rockadishu versus Wendy.
Give up your treasures!
One drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. the best 3-drop. Three spells in a turn, so it's like we always have the priest weapon attached. Top deck it and reckon. That's the skill we need. Am I going to be watching all the Elysiana mirrors? Yes, I am going to be watching all the Elysiana mirrors. As part of my Grandmaster contract, I have to be there. And I cannot stream during the Grandmasters. Otherwise, I will be fined. So, I'll be watching the Grandmasters. And there.
It's an equal exchange. 1 for 1.
Because I don't want to get fined. Not because I love Elysiana mirrors.
Okay. I'll take this, and you take that.
Getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here.
What do you think about the solo adventure costing 20 euros? Well, I already paid 80 for the expansion pre-order. I don't know, I'm not involved in pricing. I just play the game, dude. Battlecry is triggered twice. The next secret I play this turn could cost twice. I want to try and play a bunch of spells. The minions cost less is just worse than having an extra mana crystal. Until later on. Later on this gets better, right? At like 10 mana. I'm trying to do spell-oriented stuff, so I think I'm going to take extra mana crystal. It's a lot of sweet spell damage elementals. This helps me play more spells in one turn. I want to play a lot of spells in one turn. That's my goal. I'm going to take Fate's Hand. Try to play towards the passive I already have, which is probably a mistake to lean into it this hard. But I want to make 5/5s, dude. That's all I want.
Rock and Issue versus Zoe. Give up your treasures.
What do you mean you have to be there?
You've interrupted my
I meant be there as in, like, I'll be there in Twitch chat. Everyone plays it from home, yes. But I'll be in Twitch chat watching. I totally forgot I started with 2 mana and I get the 1-drop. Still better than my 2-drop stat-wise. So maybe I can take a good value trade. No, they don't force you to be in Twitch chat. But they force you to be there on the days you have to play. Like, be at your computer. So that you don't show up late. I'm at my computer anyway and I can't stream. So might as well be in Twitch chat.
Can I light your fire?
Next turn I can make a 5/5. Primordial Glyph into 2 or less into Mirror Entity.
Aw, look at this novice.
It's playtime.
The combos. Oh my god, double heavy ghoul! Are you kidding me? This guy's deck's insane. Damn it. I can't make a... I can't do the thing. I can't make a 5/5 this turn. That RNG though,
cooking time.
Technically, I still just have like lethal setup, pretty much.
At least I'm watching out for you.
This will be fine.
How many fingers do you see?
Oh god, I'm dead. He's got 18 set up. I have to ping, I can't ice block.
You're looking better than ever.
I lost on boss 2. Dude, he went 3-3 double happy ghoul. Double happy ghoul. Are you kidding me? All spells cast an additional time, targets chosen random.
What you call?
Which one has the most spells, actually? If they cast again and targets are chosen randomly. We got a Cinderstorm, and I guess Secrets, but Secrets can't cast again. This one has the best ones for casting again, though. There's unexpected results in Cinderstorm. Well, Ice Block's better if I know he has Burn. I didn't know he had Holy Nova. I thought I was alive at 2. But yes, if I could see his cards and knew he had Holy Nova, Ice Block would have been sick.
Give up your treasures!
Interested in trying something new?
Both plays lose to Holy Nova. Because he just goes all face and pops me, and then kills me the turn after. Because I have to miss the ping to play the Ice Block. What if I don't get popped? We win either way.
Alchemy is perfectly safe. No screen time. That won't do.
Double Battlecry is kind of sick with this deck too, huh?
Side effects? No. Trust me.
I kind of want to play this just so he can't get in. Because it'd be a pretty good on-curve for play for him. Yeah, have fun with that 8 drop.
Have you met my apprentice? She's going to do great things.
Alright. We'll take backpacks. Let's get some card draw going. So I can play more spells. Full spell mage. These casting twice doesn't help me. Darn. The elementals are just pretty bad. It's gotta be the legends, right? These cards are actually good. We have bad cards are good cards. Right. But it doesn't work with either of my passives. But we'll probably die at like boss 3 if we don't take actual good cards.
Rakanishu versus Nisi.
Give up your treasures! Moon Priestess power!
Cinderstorm cast twice. Let's keep that. We got a curve. Just blast them. Trauma Lord just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing Man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. I think the performance was a great pitch for the adventure because everyone will buy it now so they can say they're better than a world champion. Dude, do it. Buy it. Say you're better than a world champion. Buy it with my link. Give me 5%. Feels good, man. I don't mind. Follow the curve. Just double up these Cinderstorms.
Let me show you the other side.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If all of them go face except one. Ah, darn, missed lethal.
Well met.
Alright, well that's upsetting. What? Come on, bro. I'm gonna die.
Can I light your fire?
No, I could have done that differently and had 1 damage on that thing. Whoops. It's for me, it's like a super expansion because there's so many cards that don't see any play in Constructed that see play in this. That's why I'm so bad at it, dude. I gotta read so many of the cards; they're brand new to me. 10 is 10 though. That's something that exists in Constructed. Numbers. Run in general seems pretty meh for the adventure. Yeah, seems pretty trash. Because the things have so much healing and so much life. By the end, they have like 100 life. But I like burn. My spells cast twice, dude. Firelight Portal casting twice. Greater Arcane Missiles casting twice. Pops off. You replaced all your minions with Stargazer Lunas. Sick.
Rakanishu versus Zoe.
Yeah, some of the bartender stuff can be super spicy. On my last read, all my bartender stuff were trash. I was like floating 2 bartender mana. It's not a good sign. So the bartender phases can be like super good or really bad. Like sometimes you just double up on like an artifact creature. Or whatever you call it. You know, like a legendary creature. Thing that you get from the 3 options where you discover one thing.
Prove your worth, Colonel.
Where does this rate to other player single player stuff? But it feels like a better version of Dungeon Run. I don't know, it's super similar to Dungeon Run. Like, super similar to Dungeon Run. But it is better. They made some quality of life improvements. You know, added more content, stuff like that. It's like they expanded on Dungeon Run. Like, Dungeon Run's like the beta version of this. Say Monster Hunt's the best one? I didn't even play through Monster Hunt. I did like a little bit of Monster Hunt and then gave up. I still have the quest. Thought Monster Hunt kind of sucked.
In the light's name.
I don't know.
Stand down.
Sometimes he plays a minion and dies. 1 health minion, let's go.
For the king!
A healer's gotta have more than one trick up their sleeve.
Why? Why did that have to happen? What? He just gets a charger and then just Divine Shield. Bloodsprin's Heaven's first, so Mirror Entity won't help me. He just double value trades this and we accomplish nothing but life gain? Hmm. Alright. I'm playing this still. This comes out with charge soon.
How many fingers do you see?
Can I light your fire?
This is fine.
Now stay out of trouble.
Dude, the anomaly mode's so powerful on his hero. Oh my god, it synergizes with like everything. Not my own guy, not my own guy. Can that even hit my own guy? Yes, it can. It can also hit me in the face and kill me. So that's spooky. Alright, we got him. Holy smokes, though. That guy was like popping off. Elixir of Purity with the anomaly mode. So yeah, I'm playing the anomaly mode. So whenever you or your opponent cast a spell, it recasts. The anomaly mode like gives everybody a random starting, or gives a starting passive to you and your opponent. So you can kind of build towards it. But some of the bosses happen to accidentally be built like super well towards it. Like that one, apparently. Reaper's Sight seems sweet. It just like gets stronger over the course of the run, right? It's pretty cool. I've never played with Reaper's Sight, so I think I want to take it. Two Emperor Thorsons is sweet. I'm gonna take this one though. My late game is gonna actually be pretty PogChamp if I make it there.
Are you skulking about the inns and public houses now?
I want to get rid of this thing.
The scamp from the lab. You always
Recruit.
brighten my day.
Cthulhu's always pretty cool, but we don't have any Cthulhu cards yet. It seems like there's way less options to get Cthulhu. In, like, Dungeon Run, you got Cthulhu, like, so often. Cthulhu was just busted. I don't want any of these. Random legendaries are pretty bad, because we don't have any mana discount.
Let's be bad guys.
heard this story before. It's a good one.
I think I'm just doing this and chilling.
Come back again soon now.
How does Lana work with double casts? You'd probably get the 5/5 for each of the things. But I don't have too many spells that cost that much. I'm hoping to take more big spells though, so I could have like took it in preparation for that. But I'm scared about my deck in the immediate. I think late game I have a good core for building something out, but in the immediate I could lose. So I don't want like a 9-drop that does nothing for the next like 2 or 3 bosses. I haven't gotten any of the broken things yet, like mana discount. It's a simple guide to follow in this. Well, the thing is, sometimes you don't get offered mana discount, and then you gotta do other wacky stuff. But yes, I also agree. Mana discounts are super OP. But you only get them occasionally.
Job's done.
Uh-oh. His whole deck is built around using the hero power to cast a random spell that was cast this time. And when he casts a random spell, he casts twice. This is like a hero designed for this anomaly. His hero power is the anomaly.
Can I light your fire?
That seems good for me. Thank you. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna load up for, you know, massive damage.
Take your medicine. Power.
So I have 14 burst with this. So I have 24 damage set up. Okay. I have 10 burst with it. So 27. Oh. A target's chosen randomly and just hits the same one twice. Let's use 1 stopping this. This is 9. So I have 21, 22 with the ping. 1 damage off lethal.
Power.
Probably worth. Oh, it summons this in the middle? And typically in Constructed, when you have recast effects, it doesn't proc the death rattles, because it happens all in one phase. So it's not consistent with Constructed that this summons. So the artifact breaks up the phases. Well, that sucks. I'd much prefer him to be at 1 health right now. Yes, you keep Conjure Sculling everything. It's like Blizzard desperately trying to prove that Conjure's Calling's not broken.
Let's break the ice.
Okay, what are we doing with this deck? Meteor can hit my own stuff, but this is another Cinderstorm. We are the burn deck. Yeah, we take the burn. Double casting spells with Flame Wakers. But yeah, the double cast artifact seems to... It breaks the current phase for like the normal turn stack, and then actually completely recasts it, as if it was like a completely separate cast. Whereas in Constructed, when things kind of like recast, is the same
You won't be flying out of here.
phase. Like when Yogg casts a bunch of different spells. They're all part of the same chain. Nemak7 just subscribed for 7 months. 7 on 7. Appreciate the support. Welcome back to that KF team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. This hero, after I deal 15 damage, he gets invulnerable for 2 turns. It's kind of annoying. Especially for burn-related strategies, it's a bit annoying.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Wah, wah, wah. But it's okay. We have some late-game gas in our deck, too. We have the Syndragosa. That card's good with our deck.
Job's done.
Ellie Sigil just used 1,500 bits. Appreciate the bits, man. Thanks. He says, hey, Firebat, you weren't on, so I gave Zalay 1,500 bits instead. Now you are, so here you are. Thanks, man. I appreciate the bits. It's a whole lot of biddies. I agree with you, Duck Trophy. That was one of the #1 arguments for Specialist. People were like, well, Specialist is so good because it'll show the mistakes in the game if they don't balance it, so it'll force the devs to actually balance it. I was like, sounds like a bad format. You need to build the game around it. Why don't you make a format that you don't need to build the game around? Then people said I was silly. But they didn't use silly. They used a less polite word. Wow, the missiles take forever against this. Because it has to re-update this every time. It's going super slow.
Brain overload!
Let's negotiate. You can see, and I'll let you live.
Probably want to kill that. Him, well, wait, he can't inspire his hero power? What am I talking about? I do want to do this though, right? Just because it's sweet. I was hoping I'd hit his minions more. Now I'll hit his minions. Nope. Still just going face. Yikes. Oh, these trades are awkward. I think I ping. Ah! One more missile on either of them would have been fantastic. This can go face still, which is kind of annoying. But I think it's still probably my best play.
Behold the cosmos.
How? How did 4 go face? Jeez. No, 5. Yeah, 4 went face, 1 went here, 1 went here.
You'll do nothing.
Oh my god. It's twice in a row the missiles were unable to clear very well. Yeah! There's a little bit of good luck.
The icy winds of
Hmm?
will consume your souls.
I kind of want to proc the thing this turn to get it out of the way. I don't know. It's like cat trick, red trap, bunch of things. Nothing to do with trading.
Science overwhelming.
How many cards have I played this turn? Just that one? No, I played. Yeah, just that one. Ping. Okay.
Job's done.
Cats.
This one's not for riding.
It's too big. When your 8 damage explosive runes doesn't kill it. Alright, so we have 15, 30 damage.
Can you strike that which flies?
Oh, it happens in between. I forgot it breaks the sequence. Yeah, yeah. Ah, I thought he was dead, but it happens in the middle of the cast. It's upsetting. Razman629 just subscribed for 28 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Ooh, I get to charge this up. That's good, actually. Slowing down the game to get to draw this, to charge it up, is actually sick. So now that's going to be way more powerful going forward. Because it'll get whatever I kill with it and this 4/7. That's a pretty good beast to roll. Shabalala.
Elixir of Vile. It was Blood Witch Greta's favorite.
Your spells cost health instead of mana. Dude, when you combine these two together, it'd be so sick. I don't have good sustain, so I would kind of probably rather my spells cost mana. I don't know. You can have some spicy Archmage Antonitis turns. Alright, I'll take it. Let's get aggressive. I probably wouldn't take it in the actual thing. Alright. I'm gonna kill myself with this. How do we get more healing? Oh my god, this was so bad. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's good tempo, it's good tempo. It's good tempo.
Dangerous type.
It's good tempo.
These taverns.
We need health bad. Back 1 sec though.
Rakanishu, the scamp from the lab. You always brighten my day. Take your time. Enjoy the atmosphere.
Alright, let's see here. What do we got going on? Look for 4 spells from your deck. Reduce the cost by 1/3 for this run. That saves me some life. Choose a friendly minion that always starts in your hand. Okay.
We get all types around here.
Reduce the cost of a random deck. Don't want that. Don't want that, do I? So let's reduce a random card to our deck for 0 and then do this, I think. I don't think I want any of these to start in my hand. Like maybe this, but we don't have enough secrets. Alright, let's see what I get. Sick. So now we know not to pick that one with this one. You gotta get that order. So let's make this do less damage to me when I cast it. Maybe I do want to just get rid of all these so I can just get more space spells more consistently. I think I might actually. I think it's good. Let's just fire all these and get my big spells every time. Thin my deck, dude. Thin my deck. It's good. It sucks that we lose Cosmic Anomaly and Caligos, but I just want to draw a bunch of spells and kill them really fast. just want to start the game with like threatening lethal.
Rock-and issue versus Ungun. Come here, you wee fire-footed, flicker-faced.
That's 10 face damage.
No, I didn't understand half of that, but I know I don't like it.
So we're a fifth of the way there. Alright, so this does 18, and this does 10. So we have 28 damage. I can almost kill myself. Does it do damage both times? No, it only did damage the once. Oh, that's so sick. I thought it was going to do damage both times. This is way better than I thought. Not explosive trap, please. Alright, so we got 28 burst damage. So we're not there yet. Got the passive that reduces all cards in your hand by half. It rounds down too, that's the best one. You're probably gonna win, dude. Like almost impossible to lose if you get that passive. That one's so sick. Uh-oh. It gives him so much armor.
A critic.
I think I just wait for him to kill his own minions by trading into mine. Just to make sure it dies. So that one's kind of annoying. Alright, we still have... We got 28 burst damage, so we can send him to 4? I think we do it. Now we miss 3. Alright, fine. Just got 2 damage off lethal.
Time for your lunch.
If Meteor could recast on our own board, it's kind of sketchy to use it. So I don't want to use the Meteor. I think I just do this. But we need to make room for his. Oof. Hey! Then we just try not to die. I feel like we're doing powerful stuff. Sick. Happen to have a friendly mech. I could have killed myself by playing Pyroblast because he could hit me in the face. Pyroblast is a dangerous one, but that 8 cost run's so sick. Antonitis is also kind of funny because we would get fireballs from Antonitis, could hit myself in the face. I think I take powered up. My deck's a little wonky. I'm gonna kill myself with the spells eventually. For sure, there's no way this run wins.
Versus Sailorn.
There's so much RNG in this deck. Alright, I made this only deal 4 to me though. So sick. I actually have not been getting the... This is like the second time I've ever drawn this. It's actually pretty weak since I didn't draw it enough. But this turn's pretty good. Don't hit me in the face. This is a pretty good turn. Not the 5/5.
This one turned out nicely.
Pretty good turn. Turn 1, by the way. Oh my god, he's power milling me. He's casting 4 naturalizes? What in the hell? I have 10 cards left in my deck. I have a 1 mana arc. I can cast fireballs till one of us dies if I want. The game. Alright, I think I want to ping one of my guys off to make more. Guess we'll take the fireballs. I'm not gonna fireball roulette. I could fireball myself, dude. I don't want to do that. I have way less life than him, so fireball roulette sounds bad for me. 7 4s are the biggest. 2 3s.
No strings on me. To battle.
So fireballs deal 4 to me and 6 to him. Ratio. So if we cast 10 fireballs, we need to cast 10, 11. We need 12 fireballs we need to cast. 12 times 4, we would kill ourselves. We don't need to cast 12 fireballs, we don't need to cast. Let's do it by 4s. We need to cast 8 fireballs, right? No, we need to cast 9 fireballs. 9 fireballs. So it's 9 times 4, 36. We deal 36 damage to ourselves, so we would kill ourselves. His turn, he just passed. Alright, now we could probably kill him with fireballs. Where's it gonna go? Well, that's a buzzkill. I mean, we still have lethal. But we kill ourselves in the process. Because Pyro's so inefficient. Now we have 24 just direct damage. Oh, this kills one of my guys too. Okay. Let's see if it counts as killing me if it kills me. Wait to draw. Oh, I thought it was gonna hit me. It looks like we would get a draw if it killed me, because it does not count him dead. It recasts it still. So I think we can kill ourselves while killing him. Destroy all minions. Try the game, draw this. Each turn this is in your hand, gain +1/+1. We don't really have a turn 1 thing to do too often. But like this one kind of sucks. Takes a while for it to get powerful. Just probably destroy all minions. Clearing the board's pretty good. Does damage me. I don't have any mana discount, but Malagos is insane. If we can Malagos Greater Arcane Missiles, it just wins the game, right?
Do not stare into
Oh god, it's the one that rushes you down with the laser. The aggro boss with our not very much health build. Oh jeez. So we damage ourselves and then he is really good at capitalizing on that. So this is not great.
Give up your treasures!
suffer beneath my gaze.
Power creation, let's go. We got the backpacks, we'll find power creation. We always get there. That Pyroblast is so bad. No, not explosive shit, why? Why? Come on, game. We can play next turn twice with the Flame Waker, so let's save it for that, right? No, not an Imp Gang boss for Cinderstorm? Yo. Getting hard countered. Do we have enough missiles just to kill it anyway? Yes, we definitely have enough missiles just to kill it anyway now. I'm just gonna lean into it. We'll see what happens with the first one. It'd be great if we stopped hitting face. How did over 75% of those missiles go face? With 4 minions in play, like... Somehow we still got there. I guess we just have enough missiles, dude.
What can I blast for you?
Alright, full clearing this board sounds good. I want to slow the game down, right? But I don't want to let him have this 2-2 and then allow him to play more minions and then buff it. We gotta make it to, like, the rags and stuff.
Stop copying me! Stop copying me!
Corruption. Total power.
I'm pretty comfortable blowing all this up. He's got 1 card. Alright, where's my 8-drop card? Summons 2 minions. It's probably my best play for developing the board. I can start also building spell power. Yeah, that's better. Start channeling my spell power for when we hit these missiles, dude. We can get a Void Lord. Getting a Void Lord sounds sweet.
So, here's where you're wrong.
That is defensive action, if I've ever seen it.
I learn.
What can I blast for you? Stop copying me! Stop copying me!
He's channeling the ray of suffering?
I spy with my large eyes. This world, so delicious.
Sarab's kind of interesting. Getting a board clear here would be really nice.
Let's negotiate. You can see, and I'll let you live.
I learn.
A new acquisition.
That's an expensive... It's a lot of life. I don't think I can play that. At least not till maybe when his Boogie Monster comes out.
Take it. It's tasty.
7 life.
Visions of suffering.
He does have 2 really big minions that it would hit. Let's investigate, right? Well, I want to trade this here, right? Okay.
A new acquisition.
Not a good spell. Oh, I forgot to cast twice. I didn't need to actually kill that. I could have just went face with Boogeyman. Misplaced. Oh no.
Careful, they bite.
Thanks, Eskimo brother. I appreciate that, dude.
Flashes before my eyes.
I have like infinite spell damage, but no spells.
I learn.
A new acquisition.
Technically lethal. Pyro would face twice.
Bare your soul to me.
6 is coming at me next turn. I could kill my own Ragnaros.
Taste immortal.
Oh, oops, I forgot I could hero power. No, I can't hero power first. I gotta play a card. I could hero power this turn. This does a lot of damage too.
Hold the cosmos.
I technically have lethal with Pyro, but I could kill myself.
I learn.
A new acquisition.
So, here's where you're wrong.
Had you a chance.
Alright, we win.
Witness your life fade.
The spell's target randomly. Yeah. The spell's cast once and then cast again with a random target. So you could pyro him and also pyro yourself.
It is done.
Boom. Cha-ching. Yeah, because I was playing Anomaly mode. Anomaly mode's pretty cool. Alright, 2 weeks for the next chapter? Holy smokes. After a minion is summoned to gain Taunt, Divine Shield, Rush, or Wind Fury at random. Every minion just gets a random adapts. Alright, so let's do the heroics then. On to the next one, dude.
Criminal undertaking. Heroic mode increases the difficulty of all the bosses, as well as our.
I think heroics, for when we were doing the thing in California, they had different progress than your main things. I wonder if that's also true. All spells cost 2 less. Yeah, so like you have to like restart from the beginning again, right? Yeah, heroic progress is completely separate from standard progress. Alright. Shaman? Let's do Shaman. All spells cost 2 less with some Shaman. We're gonna get Spirit of the Frog. It is actually gonna be spicy.
Bewaring the dead Lady Falcar. She is always switching cards.
Vecina versus Marais.
Let us resolve this quickly.
Another busy day. Next in line.
So this costs 1 mana, so we got a 1-drop. Then it overloads me for 2, and then I do nothing the next turn. I think I'm cool with that. So, oof. Post-nerf Flame Tongue Totem feels bad. Shaman's actually kind of sick with spell reduction. Yeah, Unstable Evolution, that's what we gotta get. This is the left one. Yeah, the left one gets thrown.
Vecina, your cold-blooded magics.
Lethal setup.
Black heart.
Oh wait, he takes my Flame Tongue. Never mind, not lethal setup.
No cutting.
2 mana Implosion. Broken.
Put this apple on your head.
Probably save this. Get through a taunt or something.
You'll have to get back in line for this. Sorry.
Darkshire Councilman was broken. I remember that card.
Hey, catch!
Oh no.
You're already at the 3rd Shaman list, groupie? Man, you've been grinding. Drawing cards is pretty good when you have spell reduction. So I think I'll take the backpacks. So we can draw more reduced cards. Frogwa the Frog is pretty sick. This is also good with spells. Like, all these I think are just good. These are also just good. But Baron seems a little weird in Shaman. I think I'll take the Legends in the middle. Unite the Murlocs cost 0. Yeah, what Murlocs am I uniting? Don't have any.
Vecina versus Wendy.
Let us resolve this quickly.
Interested in trying something new?
Knife Juggler. This one he swaps like random card, right? You have no control. A random card in each player's hand, yeah. Ooh, nice. I got a Potion of Madness. Not nice. Interesting target for that.
Put this apple on your head.
This guy's got a lot of spells in his deck. I think he's not using them very well. So I think I could get wrecked.
Mind if I roll need?
I think I just use this Earthshock so my friend over here can't take it from me and use it against me.
Job's done.
My eyes are open.
Okay. Please don't take the Potion of Madness from me. Potion of Madness kind of shreks me. Alright, cool. He just attacked Kragwa. Got this sick Ancient Watcher now.
Trust me.
Feel the power.
Easy clap. You serious? 0 spells? It's Primal Talismans. Even at 1 mana, I don't want to play this card. Alright, these are like, if we have Death Rattle Synergy, these are good, but without it, it's probably not strong enough. So I think it's gotta be this one. Like, Splintering Festwood sucks, but Zilliax and Ysera are both insane. The cube's like almost good, but they have like silences and stuff. Take the totems. They're remodeling? No, I'm in the Grandmasters, and so as being part of the Grandmasters, everyone has this giant green screen. I don't know where to put it, so I just leave it here.
Let me guess. You forgot your library card?
I don't have anywhere in the room I can store it in. But you need to have the green screen for Grandmasters. So I guess this room just now looks like this. It's a nice green screen. They actually sent out pretty good ones, I guess. Sick.
People are trying to read.
Ooh, that's actually a spicy top deck.
I learned this one from an old paperback.
Can you
Oh, his minion is jacked.
My eyes are
Why are your friends so loud?
Death does not scare me.
Oh, jeez. This curve's insane! If I play the weapon, I get overloaded for next turn. I don't think I want to be overloaded. That's probably fine. I mean, the development...
Perhaps I can end this.
Yeah. I think I could play this, though. Otherwise, he just kills my next juggler. It's fine. This is where we roll healing totem.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh, it even silences the totem. It's not even played, it's summoned. I forgot, because it silenced the wolves too. Right, he's dead. Oh god, I'm so bad! I had Wind Fury lethal. Oh! He's got 12 coming back at me. I think we have to risk being dead to the 12. If he has, like, Holding Over or something, I'm dead. But, like, if I just trade in, I think I always lose. I had lethal with Wind Speaker! Oh my gosh. Alright, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, cool. No Holy Smite. Wait, does Wind Speaker work?
Keep your voice down.
Yeah. Battle Cry would have worked. Yeah. Easy. Still got there, still got there. Take an extra turn. Choose a friendly minion, replace all minions in your adventure deck with copies of it. What could my whole deck be that's sweet? My whole deck could be Ziliex's? We gotta do that, right? We gotta make our whole deck one thing, that's fun. So we'll have spells and Ziliex's or something crazy. I don't know. That one's the most fun one. That one's like cool, I've never done it before. I guess for now they'll take the legends though.
Oh, my wretched hive ability. Very cozy.
We gotta get like a good card. So we gotta like try and stabilize against the next boss and draw the game out really long so we can aim that at a minion that's good.
I always love meeting a new customer. Come on in.
There's the Lich King in a Ragnaros. Ooh. Alright, we get rid of you, Splinter Root. Sorry, bro. Probably Lich King that we want, actually, instead of Ragnaros. Spells for me cost 2 less, which is kind of nice.
Oh, look. You've made a friend. You have fun with all that mayhem and chaos you're causing.
Solenrius just subscribed. Welcome to the back cave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Your spells cost 0 the turn they are drawn. So that's for everybody, including me.
Vecina versus Sirius. Let us resolve
We don't...
this quickly.
Is this permanent for like the whole run? Because I took it assuming that it just was. And I'm realizing now that maybe that's not a correct assumption. Oh, it is permanent? Okay. Alright, well, this is a spell that I want to draw. Good, 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 good. I was hoping it was permanent, so it'd be Mimi. If it wasn't permanent, it would kind of suck. Gotta draw some spells, man.
Was that what you intended?
Wow, Urshock.
Put this apple on your head.
Rude.
My eyes are open.
Hey, cat!
That one got away from me. Ah, sweet essence.
Hmm. Ah! I didn't read it. It's fine. It's still a 6/8. 6/8s are good. It's still the best. It's still what I would have done if I did read it. It's still the same. I would have made the same play. It's very good. It's big. Alright, I want to save Zilliax to turn my whole deck into Zilliaxes.
Feel the power.
Yes, it's fine, it's fine. But still would have double coined a 6/8. It's just good. I don't know if I would have Earthshocked though. I probably wouldn't have Earthshocked. That's pretty good value here. We don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill him, guys. Yet, anyway.
Double pump has a
So I'm missing lethal on purpose here, so don't freak out.
Banana spice coming right up.
To war. A quick snap.
I'm trying to wait until I can turn my entire deck, every minion, into Zilliax.
From wicker vows, hear my plea. These cursed spells I give to thee.
A quick snark.
Charm, chill, or sparkle.
Let the pain speak to me.
I trust that is what you wanted.
So yeah, I want my whole deck to be Zilliaxes. What if I could make my whole deck this. Couldn't I? Make my whole deck 5 mana 5/5s that cast Hex and Bloodlust? Is that good?
I see between the galaxies.
Yo, that might even be better.
Name, please.
Well, now I could die. I could have waited until because I had 9 mana. If it sticks, it'll deserve it. It's dead.
I hope you like my invention.
Where's this card?
Chaos does have a purpose.
Could make my entire deck Halazis.
Name, please.
I should have got it killed and then played this, so it'd be at full health. Could have done this better. Oops.
Minions serve.
Okay, now you can come with a weapon later.
Sweet essence. Sweet essence.
Turning my whole deck into Arcane Tyrants would be kind of cool. Spells are discounted by 2.
Some wicker vows, hear my plea. These cursed spells I
It's for your happiness.
There we go. Choose a friendly minion. Replace all minions in your adventure deck with copies of it. So now it's decision time. Do we want to have 5 mana cast Hex and Bloodlust? Or do we want to have Zilliax? I think we want the Horror, right? Seems good. We just Hex everything that they play for the whole game. So now every minion in my adventure deck casts Hex. But we'll see. We'll see what the... It might bug the game. We might have broken the game. Because it's like a weird token. Yo! It just removed the minions from the deck! What? That's... Oh my god, now I have no minions in my deck. Wait, I can have like a really good Murloc deck now. Alright, I got a plan. We'll unite the Murlocs... Oh no, it won't work on the actual... Alright. But we can unite the Murlocs really fast because our deck's so thin. If we don't get fatigued. Whenever a player plays a coin, draw a card. Okay, sure. We can salvage this. But that's unfortunate that just... Will it work on Megafin? It probably won't work on Megafin. It doesn't work on the Horror, so why would it work on Megafin? Maybe it just doesn't work on all tokens. But it's kind of good because I just removed every minion from my deck. It's like, that's not even bad. Oh god, I'm two Murlocs short of completing the quest, someone said in chat. Is that true? I thought I had... Yeah, I only have 8 Murlocs, dude. So I have to win this without the Murlocs. We mulligan the quest. Okay, we're just looking to kill him with 1/1s. Here we go. We just call in the finishers and rush him down with them. It's just a lot of tempo, right? I got screwed, man.
Who's ready to make some money? My cards are history.
I'm out of cards. We gotta just connect this board 4 times. It's doable.
Give me more, give me more.
Thank you.
I currently have no minions in my deck. Like my whole adventure deck thing.
Trog carries coins for me.
Alright, we got 8 damage set up. No.
Good deal, good deal. This guy's toast.
Oh, why would he do that, right? Oh wait, no, we don't have 8 damage. We have 6 set up. I didn't even know. We're taking 12, and then what do we fatigue? We're fatigued for 5. Shoot, dude. We still just roll a totem. Do we? Maybe 2 1/1s is just good enough. We need to kill him next turn, so I think we just go in. He's 3 damage off lethal.
Give me a quest.
Know at least one kind of smart.
Brotherhood shall
No Frostbolt or Eviscerate or anything. Alright. We have an uber refined deck though. Sweet Jamu just used 100 bits. Appreciate the bits, man. He says, I was only 98 bits from the next badge. Congrats on the next badge, dude. He says, congrats on qualifying for Grandmasters. Good luck in the tourney. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay. Maybe Death Knight Hero Power? These are all real bad. But, Shaman Hero Power sucks, so let's do it. Oh, more Murlocs! We can complete the quest! We can complete the quest, dude! We have a chance!
Oh, such niceness. Keeping in open during
We're doing it! The smallest adventure deck there ever was. We have literally 2 minions in our deck.
Welcome back, Facina. Not nobody.
It's kind of funny though.
Well, we get all types around here.
I guess we want to recruit Barista, but I don't know what else to do. But Barista can allow me to copy the Murloc battle cries, like the Mega Fin at the end. I don't think I want to remove any spells. I like this costing little, so I don't want to make it cost more, so I think I'm just gaining health. I think we're doing that. I don't want to get rid of any spells from my deck. They're all important. The deck barely functions. If I was going to get rid of a spell, I guess I could have got rid of Earthshock. As a hero power, your spells with Overload cast thrice. Feral Spirit's opening hand, let's go. No, it's not all, it's just his. Okay, unlucky.
Vecina versus Basno. You're about to see how explosive the elements can be.
So nauseous.
Alright, we're looking for 2 mana. Create all the Murlocs. Oof. There it is.
You'll be wielding the storm as well.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna save mana so I can call the finishers in next turn. Uh-oh. He's got the nuts. It's not fair. What? My feral spirits feels worse.
No peace, no rest. I'm a bit topped out here, man.
I don't even know if it's worth killing them, because now he's gonna play more crap. Oh, God. Dude, I got so screwed. I'm a little salty that it deleted my whole deck. It literally deleted my deck because of a bug. It's kind of upsetting.
Let's do that again, element.
Dude, deck of all Ziliexes would have been sick. And then I wouldn't have taken these last two Murloc packages. Also, I may have still lost because this guy's deck is nuts. He just burned me out without even attacking. He still had 17 more damage he could have done. Yeah. So, to everyone watching, don't use dupla transformographer on a token. Because if it's on anything that's not an actual card, like anything that's generated, it deletes your whole deck. So you have to use it on an actual card. You can't use it on, I used it on the Horror from Hagatha, and then it deleted my whole deck. So don't use it on the Horror from Hagatha. It does not work. GG. Alright, anyway. With that, I think I'm going to end my stream. It was only a short stream today. I apologize. I got back in from traveling at 4 a.m. yesterday. And Grandmasters League starts tomorrow, and I have to prepare for that. And I still have to do Deck Doctor. That's due by the end of the day. So I have some assignments I got to get done. Otherwise, I'd stream longer. I just wanted to stream this a little bit. I had a lot of fun playing it. And just to promote the fact that if you buy the new adventure with my code, then it costs the same amount as buying it normally, but you just for free give me 5% monies. So if you are interested in trying to buy the solo adventure, make sure to check that out. The link is underneath my stream on the bottom there. It's tiny.cc/Firebat. And then if you buy the adventure from there, I get 5% of the monies from it. So it doesn't all go to Blizzard. So it's kind of sweet. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Sorry for a little bit of sellout there. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Not streaming, though. I'm not allowed to stream. But I am. You'll see me on the Grandmasters stream. So make sure you tune into the Grandmasters. And I'll be playing in that. So see you guys then. Take care.